Welcome, this is Mr. Rosilian. We are on Unit 1, Lab 3, page 5. On this page, use the existing pinwheel block that we made earlier, and we'll use that to make an asterisk and a polygon blocks. So first thing you want to do is open up your file for the U1L3 pinwheel project. And we're going to use that one to create more specific asterisk blocks. So first thing we're going to do is make a new block called asterisk with two inputs, one for the number of branches and one for the length. All right, so here we go. We're going to make a new block, and we're going to name it asterisk. Okay, we're going to put a couple different inputs in. The first one is going to be number of branches. And let's create the input for that. Here we go, number of branches. And then we have to make another input. All right, so next part, you're going to go ahead and open up the pinwheel. So you have them side by side. So essentially, I'm going to go over and copy this and attach it, and then I'll make some adjustments. All right, so before we were making some shapes that were polygons that had extra long legs, like over here. So essentially, for an asterisk, you're not going to want, we have the sprite move, let's just say 100, then we have it back up 70. So that's why it doesn't make it the full way back, but it starts continue to make a shape. So for this one, for an asterisk, we're going to remove the backup portion, but we still want the turn portion in there. And next thing is I'm going to replace these with a number of branches right here. So this is the input now, and the size is actually going to be the length. I know when you're thinking to yourself, size, length, it's just what I named it, but it makes sense to me. So you can name it whatever you'd like to whatever makes sense to you. So next part is I'm going to open up this code for the pinwheel. Okay, so for pinwheels, we have a shape right here. So this one is a five-sided pentagon. So there's a polygon. Essentially, it is a small one. It goes out 100, back 70, out 100, back 70. So the reason is that when it goes back 70, it starts developing the polygon shape, but also leaves these extra long legs. Now we're actually trying to make an asterisk. So that means we want this sprite to go out 100, back 100, out 100, back 100. So you're essentially going to make an asterisk that is going to have no shape in the end. Essentially, how far it moves out is going to be the same as how far it goes back. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this code and adjust the inputs. So the number of branches I have down here. So I'm going to actually remove this one. And then length size. So I use size down here, but we're going to move it to length size. And then also the size is going to be how much I want this to go back as well. So now I have control over the number of legs the asterisk has and also the length of them. So this one goes out 100, back 100. All right, let's test this out. So now I'm going to make an asterisk. I want this to, let's see, number of branches. I'm going to say 6 with 100 as a length. So that did not do exactly what I wanted to do. Let me edit the code and see if I forgot anything. And the number of branches I forgot to put down in the degrees. Let's try this one more time. There's 6 sides, 100 for each length. Let's do 50 for each length. And let's do 5-sided. All right, let me just double check the code so I can see it. Okay, clear, pen down, set pen to a purple color, repeat number of branches times whatever branch I choose. Okay, this looks good. So this should be good. Let me try it. All right, let's do 400. All right, so my asterisk looks like it's doing good. All right, so next, so we're going to write a polygon now block using the pinwheel. All right, let's take a look at this and see what we're going to do. So we're first going to make a block. So I'm going to name this one polygon, and I'm going to add some inputs. For polygon, let's think about this for a second. We're not going to do the portion where it even moves back at all. So for an asterisk, it completely has to go back. For a polygon, we don't want it to move back at all. So more than likely, we're just going to remove this portion of the code. So let's see what we do need. We do need number of sides, and we also need the length of the sides. We now have a block for a pinwheel with a pinwheel with branches, an asterisk, and a polygon. So now is a good time to save this. And I have mine as Unit 1, Lab 3. All right, so here's another kind of abstraction. Notice that the asterisk and the polygon are both kinds of pinwheels. And writing one, more general, pinwheel blocks that use an input so that the blocks can be used to make asterisks, polygons, and other interesting designs. So essentially, this type of abstraction is we are using the pinwheel and we're looking at the code inside it, and we're using the majority of the code and adjusting it slightly to make an asterisk and to make a polygon. So here's two portions of the page where you can take it a step further on your project. So on the first one, you're essentially changing the pen color and the pen size to make all these cool designs. And the last one is it's saying you're making a script to do a square, a blue square for with a size of 100, and then making a circle. All right, I will see you in the next page.